Hello, everybody. How's it going? It's me, Krendor, and welcome back to Krendor Talks in front of a shitty green screen. Today, we're talking about Warhammer 40,000 Leviathan, the 10th edition box set. It's gonna be a good one. I'm pretty excited. This is the most I've been excited for 40k in quite some time, to be honest. So, I just wanted to talk a bit about my opinions on the box, my opinions on the 10th edition stuff, and really just everything that comes with it. So let's talk about the box first, right? So the box details, you are getting a 392-page hardback rule book that contains the Leviathan narrative campaign, background, and the rules. 66 mission cards, 25 Space Marines, and 47 Tyranids. So, as you probably know, if you've watched this channel, I play every faction that is not human, right? Humans and fantasy stuff are boring to me. I don't care if somebody's like, you haven't even researched the Space Marine. Like, I don't care. I love rats, lizards, goatmen, demons, chaos, Nurgle that are all diseased and stuff. And, give me robots and aliens, right? So, give me these Zerg, right? Give me these Tyranid Zerg-looking bugmen, because I have a giant crate full of unbuilt Tyranid stuff that I've been waiting for this moment to build. And so I'm pretty excited. I'm going all in with the Tyranids once this box comes out. So, you do get all your Space Marines. And to be fair, right, I'm not a big Space Marine person, but I saw some Space Marine models where I was like, you know what? It actually looks pretty cool. Would I play it? No. But, that's probably the best you're going to get from me. I think the Librarian in Terminator armor is probably the one that I like the most. That's the one I saw where I was like, yo, that's actually pretty sick. I think the runes that are glowing on him and everything. And even the other version, it looks like, or the Apothecary Biologist one also looks kind of cool. So there you go. Those are my Space Marine human thumbs ups of the day. All right, but where it matters, we get the new Tyranid models and they all look amazing. I've been so excited for these new Tyranid models, man. Like, you get the Stern Guard veterans. All right, you get the Leviathan Tyranid stuff like Winged Tyranid Prime, Termagants, Von Ryan's Leapers, the Screamer Killer. Dude, Screamer Killer, that thing looks amazing. The Neuragaunts, and the Neurotyrant, and the Psychophage, and the Barbgaunts. Like, whoa, I did not expect this many units. This is insane. There's so many cool looking units, man. So many cool looking things. So, it's going to be really fun. I can't wait to build them, and play against all of the Space Marines, and hopefully defeat them numerous times. I'm also pumped because they showed the roadmap for all the codexes coming out, and all the armies I play are getting codexes like one after the other. So I'm gonna be set. I'm so happy. Because you got Tyranid Space Marine right off the bat, right? For the codexes. So I get Tyranids. And then in the fall, we get, or the winter, I guess, we get Necrons. So I have a full Necron army. I'm pumped for that. And then in the spring, we get Orcs. So those are my 3 armies. I'm like, dude, I'm set. I get those books. Don't have to get any other 40k books. Yeah, although the only other thing I might play is I have Chaos. What do you call them? Not Space Marines. The mechs. The Chaos mech. I can't think of the name. I don't know why. The Chaos. Dude, the Chaos Knights? I don't know why it took me so long. That's the other thing, because I think out of all the mechs and stuff, I think those are probably the ones I like the most, because they're just kind of chaos mechs. So I'm like, you know what? I could play those. But that's really about it. Everything else, I'm kind of like, and to be fair, that's probably all I need. With the amount of armies I own for Age of Sigmar paired up with that. So I say that now, but who knows? I might be like, ooh, AdMech people are kind of robot. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Listen, it's a problem. Either way. And aren't they getting a new book as well, I think, with Necrons, or it's around the same time, maybe in the spring with Orcs or something? Doesn't matter. Either way, I'm pumped. And then from all the information I've seen with 10th edition, the demo games going on, right? And I'm not going to go into like the intricate details of what they saw, like charging is base to base now, right? Like that type of thing. But the main issues I had with Warhammer 40,000 have seemingly all been corrected in some way. And that's probably my favorite thing about Warhammer 40k 10th edition so far, from what I've seen, is that they fixed the problems I had with it. Like, me personally, right? I'm not talking about, like, tournament players or everything. As somebody who primarily plays Age of Sigmar, right? I play 1 to 2 Age of Sigmar games a week. That's just... it's fun. I really enjoy it. Yes, so I'm very... I know all about Age of Sigmar, right? I know everything about it. And so when I played 40k, there were just a lot of issues I had. And a couple of those issues were melee profiles driving me insane. Like, in Sigmar, you read the melee thing and you go, okay, that's what I do, right? Or it's like, pick one of these weapons, that's what you use. And you're like, okay. In 40k, like, allocating melee attack, it just... I was like, this is dumb. All right, like, it's dumb. I don't care if, like, somebody's used to it already. They're like, you just gotta figure it. Like, that's not the point. The point is that it's dumb. So the fact that they've kind of gone that Age of Sigmar path where it's just like, here's your thing, there you go. Like, I love that. And I actually like that they kept strength and toughness, because they don't have that in Age of Sigmar, but I actually do like the strength toughness mechanic in 40k, and so I am glad they kept that, especially for things like artillery and everything. Plus, my Stompa might be fantastic now. Who knows? Dude, I love that Stompa. It's so fun. I don't even care. I don't care if it sucks or it's amazing. I'm running it. I've ran it numerous times. It's just a big mech made of trash with the orcs is so good. Either way, that was my one thing. The other thing was the stratagems, right? I didn't have like a problem of like, I hate stratagems. It was just, there were so many stratagems, right? And as somebody coming from Age of Sigmar, where I kind of knew a lot of the armies and I had to learn a lot of it, it was just a lot to learn right away. And it was more than Age of Sigmar. Like, it was just like, here's your 40 stratagems. And I was just like, you know what I mean? So that was another thing. I'm glad they're kind of, simplifying that down. But I think everyone always makes the mistake of being like, oh, simplification. They're making it for babies, right? But no, simplification can still be detailed in a way, right? Like a lot of the times, it's just you have to know when to use certain things at certain times. And it's just you might not have as many, right? A lot of times it's like, oh, I only have 4 artifacts to choose from, for example, in Age of Sigmar. And it's like, I used to have 15 artifacts. Well, yeah, but those 15 artifacts are like, some of them are just trash. Like things like +1 bravery when you're wholly within 3 inches of a unit, like stuff you're not going to use. So it's like, I'd rather have 4 or 5 really good things. I guess the issue is if they're not good. So they better be good. It varies. Than like 15 that are like, a couple are really good and a couple just suck ass, and then a bunch of mediocre ones that are very situational, that are almost like gotcha moments, like, whoa, you stepped into I activated my trap card, you idiot. And then the other person's like, well, I guess I never would have known that unless I spent a day studying your book for your army, or if I played against it before. So it's just kind of like a weird thing, which leads me to my other thing, which is the command abilities. Like, I love that they're going Age of Sigmar general command abilities, things like all-out defense, all-out attack, redeploy. I think they literally have redeploy in, but it's called something else. Like, I don't care. It's nice knowing what your opponent has the ability to do. Like, I know they have the ability to all-out defense. I know they have the ability to all-out attack, right? And I like that a lot, because everybody's kind of on the same ground with that. And then you can branch into your actual, like, faction-specific stratagems, which I think is really nice. So I'm pretty happy about that. And then just detachments are another thing I didn't really like that much. Some people were just like, you just didn't know how to use, like, it was dumb. I think it made my list building process like just worse. I just hated them. I was like, I'd rather just, like, in Sigmar, you just pick unit, do thing, boom, you make your list, right? You need 3 battle line, you need your heroes, you need your whatever, right? I kind of just like that. I don't even care if there is like extra steps or something, like customizations and whatever. I think that's cool. The issue is just, it was just annoying, like, having these detachments, and then I would like build one, and it's like, oh, you get these command points for doing it, but you have to take these command points away if you put this thing in, but like the app isn't correct, and I'm just like, it's so dumb for no reason, right? Just it was more things that were dumb for no reason, you know what I mean? And then the last big thing I wanted to talk about was the I'm drawing a blank here. It was the 40k. Let's see. I did combat. The phases were fine, although I think they're correcting a lot of the phases, like psychic phase and everything like that. Putting abilities on war scrolls, which I think is really nice. Things like blast and changing some of those around is really cool. I am glad they don't have the double turn. The double turn doesn't honestly bother me that much, but I think in 40k, if you were to double turn, you would just get blasted off the board. So I get it. I think in Sigmar, it's a lot more melee focused. So I think that is why they can get away with it. But that's an entire different topic in itself. But what was the other thing? There was the command abilities. There was the melee profiles. There's the stratagems, the list building. But I mean, I think outside of that, objectives were always a little annoying to me because I don't know. Some objectives felt very like just do the thing, and I'm like, okay, that's easy. And then some was like keep track of everything, like you gotta bookkeep it, which I don't mind some bookkeeping, but some were just like insane, like the one everyone always took against Necrons, where it's like every time a model dies, even if it gets brought back, you like tally. It's just like so much to do, and then everyone would take it when they fought Necrons. I heard somebody in the one video, they were just like, why I can't, you get mad at that. It's like, yeah. It's like, imagine you're playing like Seraphon, and it's like every time a lizard moves, you get a point, and it's like, oh, I guess this just counters me because I'm a lizard. Like it feels very like specifically defined, right? And I'd rather have more generalized objectives that are good for, like I don't care if it's like something involving magic or shooting or something. It's like very generic about the army, not just like models dying, keep track. Like I don't know. That might just be me being salty as well. I don't know, but I think I didn't like that. Yeah, overall, I'm kind of just rambling now and forgetting what I'm talking about. So that's mainly it. I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm ready, man. And I'm actually really excited for the new Warhammer 40,000 10th edition, because it seems like they've corrected all the things I wanted them to correct, and all my armies are getting books, and that's all I needed. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you next time. Okay? Okay. See ya.